Hello guys, my name is Antonia. Welcome to Series English. Welcome to Russian with Passion.
My name is Jacob. I'm from America, originally Florida, but I've moved all around the country. I've come to Russia and I'm here working with the Free Talk Studio, teaching English and hosting our speaking clubs.
So good. Today we are going to devote our class to Women's Day. So happy Women's Day. And now, as long as we started talking about things which are similar and things which are different in our cultures, I mean the American one and the Russian one, let's answer a couple of questions. So the first one, let's talk about the equality between men and women. So what do you think in the United States? Are women and men equal, or is there some...
In like the workforce, yes, men and women are equal, but at the same time, women, of course, are less stronger in most cases than men, so there's still some jobs where women just don't take, and there's still some jobs that men just don't take, like babysitting or childcare. Men just aren't good with children, naturally. We don't know how to handle children. Some do, but most don't. Whereas there's some works like maybe construction or heavy lifting jobs where unless you're a very strong woman, you're not going to do this work, of course. Outside of the workforce, like in just everyday life, it's become more equal than what it was, say, 50 years ago. The views of a woman are pretty much the equal views as a man in most things: money, science, literature, studying and understanding the world. They're more on an equal level now than they were in the past. So, but if you go and ask a man who is the dominant, he's going to say a man, and you ask a woman, she's going to say, well, there's men who lead, but women are the ones controlling the men. So.
Yeah, so of course everybody tries to make himself or herself look better so that we are in control. Okay, as for Russia, I guess that the situation is very close. However, to tell the truth, at workplaces, the equality is not that strong as in the United States, I guess, because, for example, in science, my husband works in science, and if you are a guy, a man, it is much simpler for you to find a good salary. I mean, so people are more eager to pay good money, well, to pay men good money, not women, but when they hire a woman, they might pay her a little bit less. So because it is supposed that a man should feed his family, it's very essential for him to earn good money, and for women it's not that important. So, however, the situation is changing. I guess that we are also in the process of getting there, but more or less it's the same. So it turns out that Americans and Russians are not so different. So we are more or less the same. Of course, there are some peculiarities. Yeah, do you agree? Okay, and also I wanted to ask you this question, Jacob. Can you compare American women and Russian women? Do you see anything different?
Some similarities and some things that are different. Like in America and Russia, you have different classes of people. So you have rich people, middle class people, and poor people. And the stereotype or understanding of these people is very similar between Russia and America. Rich people are kind of self-centered. Middle class people and poorer people have a little bit better morals, you would say. They're more friendly, more open. But in America, most women, because of how they grew up, the way their mothers are, especially people my age, 25 to 30, they grew up with an understanding, the women, that they have to be more than what they were. So they must be a little more selfish, really. So American women, normally you're going to find they're more self-centered, no matter what class they come from. And I've learned that Russian women, because of how you grew up, how your parents taught you, you're not self-centered, you're more giving. You have a better idea of morals and values than a lot of Russian people. And that's actually for the family values. Both men and women in Russia have a better understanding of how to treat people than people in America, which is strange because most people think, oh, most Russian people are unfriendly because you walk on the streets and no one's smiling. But whenever you get to meet a Russian person, they really are a caring, loving, enjoyable people, much more than most Americans who are normally self-centered and greedy people.
Okay, so interesting perspective. I was not ready for that, to tell the truth. Okay, and now, Jacob, can you tell me how, if it's going to be a personal question, if you do not want to answer it, then just don't, no problem. You have a Russian wife. How did you get to know each other? How did you decide to marry her? Why a Russian girl? How did it happen?
Well, I met her 3 years ago when she came to America. And we actually met at a nightclub. And I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but later we started to become friends, and I started to spend time with her and the other girls that she was there for their first summer there. She left and we kept talking, and then she came back again on the same visa. We had started a relationship during the first summer and continued it during the second summer, and I realized that out of many of the women that I've been with in America, she had a better personality on understanding how to treat a man and hold a relationship. Whereas many of the girls in America, they just don't have the same, I guess, the same amount of love. Like, it's an odd way of saying it, but something like this. I can't really explain it.
Okay,
she was more loving than the women in America. So after that, I've decided to come here and get married.
Okay, this is a very nice and cute story. Okay, one more question, or maybe two. No, one. About flowers and presents. So in America, what kind of flowers, what kind of presents are popular?
Well, in America, it's actually really not popular to give roses anymore.
Really?
Most people don't give roses because it's more important to find out the flower that girl likes the best.
Okay.
Because if you can give her the flower she likes more than a rose, then it shows that you actually pay attention, you listen to her. Chocolates are not very popular in America anymore because, as many people know, America is on a healthy kick right now. If you go to America and you wake up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and you look outside, you'll see hundreds of people running and exercises everywhere.
Okay.
So normally it's not chocolates. It would be something that you could do for them instead. It doesn't have to be something you can buy. It doesn't have to be diamonds or jewelry. But something that you do for them is more important than an actual gift.
Okay, I agree with you here totally. And I guess that the situation is more or less the same in Russia. However, to tell the truth, roses are popular in our country, and also some other flowers, but roses are the most popular ones. However, choosing some other kinds is also a sign of that you care more than you can. But men in Russia are not very romantic. I don't know.
I've noticed this. Actually, yeah, they're not very romantic. Here's flowers, chocolates, okay.
Yeah, bye-bye. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
all I'm doing for you.
Yeah, and so that's why women try to say something, try to do something so that their man would do something more, reach out and so there are some men who try to do something special, like I don't know, go into a theater or something like that, or buying material presents is actually quite popular in Russia. So
very popular.
Yeah, very popular. It's usually just to buy something, to give something, and that's it. So you have seen that already. Okay, but of course, all women everywhere like to be treated nicely, and that's why America is better in this point. By the way, is this holiday, Women's Day, is it popular in the United States?
No, we don't actually have it at all. I did not know about it until I came to Russia. Because I think the reason that is and I'm not sure about this, I'm very horrible with remembering dates, but I believe also in March, we have a day called Mother's Day.
Okay.
Which is only for the mothers in America, not just for the women. So I believe because we celebrate this day, there's no Woman's Day in America.
Okay, in Russia, the Mother's Day is not that popular. I think that it's not a very good thing. I try to, well, give presents to my mom as often as possible because it's very important just to spend time with her, and well, you know, it is quite obvious. And what about your wife or your girlfriend? Do you give her something? Do you do something for her just spontaneously, or just on some special days like her birthday? And that's it?
Actually, like you pointed out, American people were more romantic, I guess you would say. I try to at least once a month do something special for her, whether it's a special dinner or just a time, like something that I normally don't do for her, just to show her that I love her. Just because that's the way I am.
It's a nice thing. Okay, good. So I guess that a combination of an American man and a Russian woman is perfect.
Yeah, actually, that's why I've noticed a lot more the American friends that I still speak to, the ones that have met foreign students, because especially in my city we have a lot of the J1 students that come from Russia, Ukraine, and the other European countries.
Okay.
They normally find them more attractive than the American women because of how they act.
Yeah, what we have been talking about here. Okay, good. So I guess that's it. We have been talking about a lot of things. Thank you very much for joining me. And so we are going to say goodbye to our viewers now. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later and happy Women's Day.